We cater to you. Let me cater to you. Let me cater to I wanna let you know, girl, that you know that I am what you do. So let me reassure you, my love will be purpose without you. If I want it, I'm gonna ask you. Flying to be better, challenge me for the better. What do you let me cater to you?
Hello everyone, and thank you for coming back to the channel. Make It Make Sense is where you're at, and we're trying to build our platform. Sheree Whitfield. Yes, and was it good to even bring her back on the show? Is what we're going to be talking about. Okay, and we got an article by eNews, eonline.com. The person who wrote up the article was Allison Chris, and she titled it Sheree Whitfield, Real Housewives of Atlanta Return. Did she deliver? You decide. I'm like, hell, we need to fire her ass. What we need to do. So homie has been up here cutting up, stealing people designs and making them her own. She ain't paying nobody back. Her stylist or designer that made her 40 pieces for her fashion show, she ain't paid him. Child, she ain't paid Drew. But she know how to get into it with Kenya and Candy and Drew. And had a nerve to have Apollo model for her. I'm like, are you getting Phaedra back for something? Are you mad at Phaedra? But honey, this man ghosted her when she called herself going up to Philly to see him, and he was all good for it and all like that. Then at the last moment, he turned out he no-showed her behind. Didn't call her, didn't do anything. And Sheree pretty much ghosted him later on. But nobody saw who he was. And her family. The only person that saw him was, I don't know, that dog Gotti. I think she called him Gotti. He saw him. But that's just is what it is. So let's just get on into the story about Sheree Whitfield, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Did she return, and did she give up the goods when she turned, or when she got back on the show? Did she deserve to be a peach holder? I guess what this young lady is trying to say through her article on Sheree. But okay. It says the Real Housewives of Atlanta star is reasonable, or she's responsible for several of the franchise's most memorable moments, from the Kim Zolciak Bierman wig pull to that argument with Marlo Hampton. She also delivered a number of one-liners that are sure to go down in Bravo history, including the famous "Who Gonna Check Me, Boo?" Yes, we remember that. And right now, people are checking you left and right, up and down, Sheree, up and down, left and right. They are weighing your ass out on social media. If y'all want to know what I'm talking about, go on over to Dale Chanel's 48 World, and I've made a few videos on the comings and goings on Miss Sheree in that fashion show. Okay. It says, as such, fans were naturally over the moon when the network announced Sheree, who previously departed the series after season 10 in 2018, would be returning for season 14. Her comeback kicked off in May, and since then, fans have watched her overcome heartbreak caused by her ex Tyrone, face off against Drew Sidor, once again struggle to launch her She by Sheree line, and so much more. Okay, now as we're approaching the end of the season, and more importantly, the reunion, we want to hear your thoughts on Sheree and her returning for season 14. Did she come back swinging, or was she just getting warmed up for many more seasons to come? Well, honey, baby, I don't think I could say she better come with it, because they are on her ass on social media about her stealing some designs and stuff. And hell, I thought Fatune would have been a very good person to bring on as a friend, but of course she did some things she shouldn't have done, and we don't see her on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That was a no-go, a no-go situation. And plus, Drew didn't want her there anymore either, for safety reasons is what Drew is citing. Uh, but, you know, we know how Drew can be a little petty. A little bit petty Betty. But what Fatum did, which was she got a hold of Drew Sidora's purse and went and took it to Sheree. And I don't know what they thought she was going to be doing with it. But that was a no-no. She shouldn't have touched nobody's personal stuff unless she was taking it to them, because she wasn't going to be in the area any longer. And her purse was being in a chair unwatched, and she didn't want anybody to come take nothing or do something with her purse. That would have been more feasible than her taking it to Sheree and trying to hide it or play with it or whatever. You know, that's too much like childish games, okay? Stuff you do in elementary and high school, and then it's still tacky when you do it then, okay? But yeah, I think she was a great bone collector. And we found out with this deliverance of her She by Sheree line coming to fruition and being put out there. That story has been told. We don't want to hear about it no more. And the comings and goings from that lineup and the delivery of her goods, she getting some, what do you call it? She's getting some flack for it. And they're coming for her real strong because they're not understanding. Did she take somebody's idea and made it her own? Or what's the real tea? So, like I said, if you want to go and look at the, I think 2 or 3 videos I did on Deb Chanel's For This World, you'll get a clearer understanding of what I'm talking about in this particular video. But y'all, that's all I got for this video. I ain't got no more. Y'all continue to definitely subscribe to the channel, okay? And like my videos. Get it going over here. And hopefully Sheree will never mess with that man again, okay? That's Tyrone, okay? Tyrone, the one that was in jail, yes. And, you know, that's a new freaking frat right there. So they just be starting trouble when it don't even need to be none there. But that's how it is. Sheree came back. They wanted her back. And, you know, she's okay. But Sheree got to stop lying, okay? She just got to come to understanding that we don't want lies from her. And that's pretty much what we've been getting from her. And it turned out to be a bad thing toward the ending of Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 14. But that's all I got. I ain't got no more. And I will see y'all on the next video. Bye-bye.